Good morning, praise God. Today is the 10th of July, and this marks 8 years of me joining this company where I'm currently working in Chennai. It's a shipping company, and I'm working as a transition manager, a job that I always wanted to work as. I waited in my career around 12 years to get this kind of profile. Uh, God has blessed me to go and see 45 different countries across 4 different continents. So it's a very blessed role that I'm currently in. People who might see my current profile might think that I've never had to face any difficulties in my life, but that is not so. Every human goes through various trials and tribulations, and sometimes it's a very long period of waiting to get answers for your prayers. So I call this our time in the wilderness. So I went through a period of wilderness for around 15 months before I got this job. When I had to quit my previous company for some reasons in the workplace which was not going well for me, I didn't expect that my next job I had to wait for such a long time. And in the midst of this joblessness, I also lost my sister. So it was a very difficult time for me, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and also financially, because I was not getting a proper monthly salary. So whatever money I had saved in my savings was slowly getting depleted. I had nowhere else to turn to but only to God. And when I started my period of unemployment, I was always having a piece saying that I worked for around 12 years plus, and this is the time that God has given rest to me. When people used to meet me and ask me, okay, are you worried? I just say, no, I believe that God is going to give me a job, and this time is just a period of waiting and a period of rest. So though I was not working, I was able to be a sort of blessing to many just because I was trusting on God. But the period of waiting is going to be difficult. So for me, it was a period of being in the wilderness where I was not sure when I will actually get the job. And sometimes it is very difficult for me to see that everybody I see around has a proper job and they're able to utilize the skills that God has given them. But I'm just waiting. So it is a very tough time for me. Why does God allow us to go through certain periods of such trials and tribulations, and I would, as what I call it, a period of wilderness? The primary thing is that God is seeking our attention. When I was working and I was doing pretty well off in my career at that point of time, I thought that, yeah, this is all my abilities and I can just keep on growing because I have certain skills with me. But when things come crashing down, you are questioning your own abilities. And now you know that you're not the only person who can take you through life. You need the presence of God. So God is calling out, saying that, don't forget me, come back to me. So certain periods as we experience such trials and tribulations, it is a way of God seeking our attention, of drawing us back to Him. When we start looking to God for deliverance from all our trials and tribulations, either He delivers us immediately, sometimes it may take a long period of time. Everybody has different tribulations and wilderness situations in their life. It could be financial problems, it could be emotional problems, it could be lack of jobs, it could be you're looking for a marriage partner for a very long time but not able to finalize or get the right proposals so that you can lead a marital life. As human beings, we all have different times that we know that no matter what we think we can do, we are not able to achieve that. So this is where God steps in. First, He gets our attention that we need Him. Two, when we reach out to Him, He's able to build a relationship with us. We're able to get to know Him better. And when we get to know Him better, we have the confidence that yes, through God I can overcome all these trials and tribulations and this period of waiting and wildernesses. When we overcome all these periods of trials and tribulations, we're able to empathize with others who are also going through certain such situations. So God uses such phases of our life so that He will allow us to feel for others who are in similar circumstances. And when we overcome these trials and tribulations, we are able to pray for others in such need, and we are also able to kind of give a comforting word to them, saying that I was also in the similar situation as you are, and I was able to overcome that through God. So I would request that all of us who in this group, and all those who are watching this video, if you are going through any difficulties in your life and you feel that there is no light at the end of the tunnel, or God is simply not there for you, He doesn't care for you, do not believe such thoughts that come into your mind. God is trying to work something in your life. Maybe it is some sin that is there in your hearts which God is trying to cleanse, because that sin is holding you back and not letting you experience the true love of God. So when God is able to point out certain aspects of your life, it is time to surrender those aspects to Him so that He can cleanse those areas of your life and restore the relationship that He wants to have with you. And as you overcome all your trials and tribulations and get back to normal, always remember what God has been able to do for you. For me, whenever I have any trials and tribulations, I always go back to this period of my time in the wilderness, saying that in my difficult times, it was God who was there for me. I was able to grow into a more deeper relationship with Him in that time. And that is when I knew who God actually was and that He really loves me. I got to experience that God is absolutely good and there is nothing that He does to harm us. He only has plans to prosper us and not to harm us. So if you're going through your period of wilderness, please reach out to any one of us in this prayer team. Reach out to your friends, your pastors, and try and see why God has allowed that to happen to you. Is there an area of sin that He needs to cleanse from your lives? Or is He seeking to work on a better relationship with you? Find that aspect that is missing in your life and get back to God, and He will restore you back just as He restored Job and blessed him 3 times more. So I pray that all of you would be able to overcome your period of wilderness and be restored completely through God's help. God bless you. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.